The following program is based on the publication Just Suds, The Life and Times of a Very Nice Guy. And as such, any resemblance to person or persons and situations is strictly a coincidence. The producers of this program are solely responsible for its content. Oh boy.
You know there, Wranglers, there's just something that says welcome. You know, like a warm fire of mesquite and sagebrush crackling away. And that sweet smell of my favorite rolling tobacco. And a cup of old number 2 grinds. Well, just as relaxing is knowing how good the day's job has gone. Well, I got them doggies all settled in. A long trail drive it was, but the sun was a welcome sign in the sky, and everything went like Sweetwater Creek, flowing through my mind. Well, to be honest about it, most everything. There was that time I had to reduce my bladder contents just a bit, and I tied up old Rainbow up to an old sagebrush. I wandered over to what I thought was an old dead desert tree and proceeded to do my duty. Unfortunately for me, I left my spectacles in my saddlebag and proceeded to cozy up to a papa bear cactus, a little too close. And before I could turn my head and cough, my cigar grip went to the fastest hand fanning I could muster. And all that had me backing up into old Rainbow. And that startled the old boy, upon which he reared up his hind legs and planted 2 perfectly good iron horseshoe marks square dab on my saddle muffins, which in turn sent me right back in the direction of hugging that papa bear cactus. I spent the rest of the time walking next to old Rainbow, while accounting, she loves me, she loves me not, ow, she loves me. Well, you get the idea. Well, old Rainbow and I went for about 3 miles when we came upon some folks making camp. They gathered around their chuck wagon, and they're having their evening victuals. As I started to wander in and introduce myself, one of the wranglers came over to me and told me my barn door was open, if you know what I mean. Well, and he told me that there were ladies present. So I reached down and started to close myself up when don't I catch my zipper and guess what? Yep, my last pouch of rolling papers hanging off my gun belt. Ha! Thought I was going to say something else, didn't you? Well, sir, I moseyed over and introduced myself, and those folks were mighty pleasant and offered me some grub and a nice glass of buttermilk. Well, that grub smelled real good. And as I helped myself to a mouthful, one of the ladies said that little Miss Molly B. Pitchwater made it stew herself, and she was unmarried, and is sitting right over there. Now, I'm not one for premonitions and the sort, but I got a glance from old Rainbow that maybe that old papa bear cactus wasn't all that bad. So I gave Miss Molly B. Pitchwater a friendly tip of my Wyoming broad brim, put the grub down gently, and strolled over to old Rainbow. I walked him to the back side of the wagons gathered and rode off into the sunset. Yeah. Well, Rainbow and I strolled on for about 2 hours when it came to light that we were totally lost. Well, I stopped, and I got off old Rainbow and reached into my saddlebags and found my compass and my map. Well, I started to read the map, glanced at the compass, and retraced our trail, when out of nowhere came this diamond-back rattler. Well, it startled me. I backed into old Rainbow, which startled the daylights out of the old boy, when he reared up in his hind legs and once again planted 2 perfectly good iron horseshoe marks right in my saddle sockets, upon which then and there sent me straight forward, hugging a papa bear cactus again. Well, sir, I decided that this was a good spot as any to make camp and bed down for the night. That campfire sure does make a welcome sight. That pretty much wraps up my day, too. You know, a cowpoke's life isn't much compared to the way some folks make a living. But for me, the quiet and the beauty of the open range suits me just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to turn in and catch me some shut-eye. I'm just going to douse the fire out here. Here we go. And rest this old weary head on my saddle blanket and give thanks to the Lord for an easy life. Oh, before I doze off, excuse me. Boy, this is going to be a good one. She loves me. Ooh. She loves me not. Ouch. She loves me. Ooh. Oh, she loves me. Oh, boy, this is the softy spot. Ouch. She loves me. Oh, she loves me not. Ooh, ouch.
Hey, John, look up. The street light's on. It's time for us to go.
Hey, you're right there, Bobby. But, folks, y'all come back next week and tune into our show. Remember, folks, you can have a good time without us,
but we can't have one without you. So long. Auf Wiedersehen. So long. Come on back. See it. Are they leaving? You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. How long? See you later. Ta-ta. Harry Federci.
Bye-bye, man. Later there, partners. See you all around. Yeah, next time, etc. Hey, watch your step there, son. Watch it. He doesn't like to be scratched there. Okay. You all go. Bye. Bye.